And the Oscar goes to
Martin Scorsese,
Cuba Gooding Jr. and Jerry Maguire,
Halle Berry, Monsters Ball,
Catherine Bigelow,
Moonlight, Best Picture,
Olivia Colman, Parasite.
that indescribable feeling we get.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our first episode of That Indescribable Feeling for the 2023-2024 award season. And it's a big one. Of course, I'm your host, Josh Woodbury. I'm here with my co-host, Evan Harris.
Glad to be back. 2023 new award season. This should be a fun one. This should be great. It was just earlier this year that we were still talking about the 2023 Oscar season back in those early January, February, March days. And
Yep.
it
feels like it's been forever, but it's only been a few months.
right. Yeah, it feels like it's been forever because we had the whole summer, and now we're back with
The
the
strikes.
the strikes. Everything has just changed. The cinema landscape has changed dramatically. Josh, is this our third year of doing these Oscar shows?
The second year.
Second.
Yeah.
So we started
Second
doing the
annual
predictions-
season.
Second annual season.
Because we were created March of last year.
Okay, gotcha. I always forget. I'm like, what year did we start? Did you guys start this podcast? I always forget.
And around like when we started doing it, which I think it was like summer last year. We're starting a bit later this year because we've been busy.
Oh, you're right. I think our first episode of this podcast in general was that the Oscar slap episode?
That was like the second or third.
Second
But
or
like,
third.
I think you officially joined as a co-host right when we started doing these Oscars predictions.
For
Right.
sure. 'Cause,
Back when we didn't even have a name or layout yet for the show.
Yeah, you're right, man. And last year, we talked about it all the time. Last year was such a fun year for the Oscar.
It was a wild award season. I think this year it started to be seeming like it was to be really tame, but these festivals really kicked things up in the high
They really have. They really have. Because, up until the first half of the year, we had like Across the Spider-Verse and Past Lives. I'm like, those are great movies.
Yeah.
But the rest of the year looked like barren. I mean, not barren because we had Dune.
And we thought they'd be lots too.
Yeah,
and
we had
man, things have changed.
Dune is the biggest shift. But Oppenheimer and Barbie, two movies that were like, we're going to be box office.
The biggest movies of the year and probably two of the biggest awards players.
It's just crazy. I didn't even picture that. I mean, I kind of pictured Oppenheimer to be a big awards player because it's Christopher Nolan.
See, I was like, that was the highest hopes for Oppenheimer, but like knowing Nolan, you never know if it'll just be another Tenet.
Like that, it could be a Tenet, it could be a Dunkirk. I was like, even Dunkirk was nominated, but just didn't win much of anything besides tech stuff.
Wasn't
so I was like, is Oppenheimer going to be a tech kind of thing? But no, it's a big movie. It's a big. We'll get to it.
I think before we start, we should obviously address the strikes and say, like,
Definitely.
Of course, we're in full solidarity with the WGA and SAG-AFTRA and their efforts in striking against AMPTP. I think it is for better pay and fair working conditions, and is not getting completely used for free labor and all that fucking horrible shit. And
Exactly.
Obviously, we are in solidarity, but we still want to talk about this. But obviously, we want to address that like we wouldn't be able to talk about these movies or have these movies without the workers that are on strike right now and their hardworking talent.
100%. All the workers, even besides the actors and the writers, there's tons of production teams that are getting screwed over as well due to these strikes. It affects people across the board throughout the cinema sphere, per se. But yeah, we totally agree. We've been talking about it in our other streams as well, in our monthly recaps, talking about how unfortunate this is still going on. We're way past the 100-day mark for the WGA. I think we're getting towards the 100-day mark for the SAG. We're past that already. I'm losing count now. But it's getting more and more frustrating every week. It's been a while. Yeah. It's getting more and more frustrating every week. Deals, are coming back to the table and then disappearing. It's unfortunate.
Especially hearing like some companies say they're putting billions of dollars into other aspects of the companies.
Other things. Just recently today, right?
It's I can't say it contractually, but yeah. It's
there's certain companies putting in their money into places not cool at all. And these are places that these are people that deserve meaningful wages, wages to live by, especially in LA and New York and other, high profile places where cinema is big. It's very unfortunate. And we would not be here talking about these movies if it wasn't for, again, the actors, writers, and everybody involved.
Absolutely.
Making these products for us.
I think it's important for us to address this on like as many streams and shows that we have relating to these movies as long as the strikes continue, because it's important to us.
It's very important. And, some people still might not know. You never know. There's some people at work recently. They're like, what's
newer audience, like that, or different audience that we usually have, if we even have an audience at this point. I don't know.
Yeah. Some of our Oscar episodes do pretty well.
Yeah,
pretty well.
They're our best regarded, I guess, of our channel. But yeah.
For sure. But let's dive into it, because we've been meaning to do this first episode here for a long time now.
We've been busy. I've been busy mostly, but
yeah,
we're finally doing it.
It's I started a new school year. Teaching's tough, and it's been busy for me as well. And yeah, this is exciting, dude. We've kind of delayed our episodes, but it's kind of worked out for us,
because it's right after TIFF. Yeah, it's a good time to start.
TIFF, Venice is gone, TIFF is gone, Telluride's gone.
We still have New York to look forward to, but like, I don't think there's many premieres at New York except for Ferrari. But no, I think Ferrari was at Venice, right?
But Ferrari was at Venice, yeah. But most people that win at New York aren't going on to be like, "Oh, it won New York." It's New York. New York gets to like post Telluride post.
Like Dune probably would have been in New York. I think it would have been the big one. Yeah.
New York reminds me of like New York Comic Con, where it's like, it's not San Diego. You'll get some.
The lineup though they have is incredible.
They have a good lineup, but it's mostly stuff that we've already seen.
Yeah.
Or
like, I think like, Poor Things, Ferrari, Maestro, Boy and the Heron.
I would love to go there. Again, I would love to be there. I mean, shoot, yeah. There should be like a Midwest big thing here. Like
the festival,
LA, New York, nothing in
the festival I go to, New York Beach, or Newport Beach Film Fest, has kind of a lacking lineup, but I'm still to see May, December, and Eileen there, which would be fun.
Oh, that's great. Awesome. Yeah. So yeah, let's dive into it, Nathan, because oh boy, this is heating up in some exciting ways. Because I think
you just called me Nathan, sir.
Wow, sorry, Josh. Wow, I've been podcasting with Nathan for far too long.
It's been a while.
People don't know I've been doing a lot of like Star Wars and Saw movies in the lead up to Saw.
Yeah, so if you want some Ahsoka reviews or Saw commentaries, go to Nathan Rojas.
Ahsoka, man, what a surprising show! It's a show I didn't really care for, and now it's a show I care for.
We'll talk a lot about it at the end of the month for sure.
For sure. Oh, it'll be over.
Oh, yeah, to address that, we skipped the August episode because personally I didn't really watch much. There wasn't really much to talk about. So we decided we're just gonna do August and September combined, which would be a fun episode.
Exactly. We figured we need people to listen to our Last Voyage of the Demeter review. It's one of the best movies of the year.
On a boat.
It's fantastic. I loved it. Full sarcasm.
I saw two Dracula on a Boat movies, but I can't talk about the other one.
Oh wow, son of a bitch. Yeah. So Last Voyage was not good. August was, hit and miss. I had some fun.
I've been catching up on August movies, and
I still need to see
Demeter. I saw it last night. Yeah.
Oh, see,
it's good. It's really good.
I had a lot of fun with that one. That might have been the best movie of the month, actually. And it came out at the beginning of the month. Anyways, we'll talk about that when we get to our best animated, movies.
Yeah.
But anyways, I guess we should start with the big,
let's just bring up stuff. Yeah. Best Picture, Dole Derby. We have both of our Dole Derbies up.
For sure.
Right now.
What we usually do in this podcast, Nathan, Josh and I,
I did it. Yeah.
Josh and I usually post our Gold Derby predictions. We always have different predictions because we're two different people, and we're always going to compare our Best Picture predictions to each other, as well as with the overall Gold Derby predictions. What are Gold Derby thinking right now compared to us? And as we go through each movie, we're going to talk about how they've been performing at each of these major festivals over the past couple weeks. You'll see some big things here. This is mine, right?
This is mine.
It looks very similar to mine. Yeah. Dude, I think the biggest thing, just off the top of my head, the biggest thing over the past couple of weeks, for me at least, because I'm a huge fan of one Emma Stone, is Poor Things actually being a contender?
Right?
What the fuck?
It might actually be the front runner.
Hey, yo, like, that's crazy.
Never thought that would happen, but I love it because we both love Emma Stone. She's probably my favorite actress as well.
My favorite actress of all
And
time, Emma Stone, yes.
I really loved The Favorite, so I'm excited to see their follow-up together, her and Yorgos.
Oh, dude, The Favorite.
And Poor Things is always, it's been looking like the best looking movie I've seen this year. I'm just so excited for it. I can't wait.
For sure. Like, again, I'm with you too. Emma Stone's one of my favorite actresses ever. And Yorgos Lanthimos, it's so funny. I have an up and down opinion of him. Like, I hated Killing of a Sacred Deer.
I've only seen The Favorite from him. I need to go back and watch. So
I didn't see The Lobster, but Killing of a Sacred Deer, I hated. It made me feel icky at the end. But then I loved The Favorite. And I heard if I loved The Favorite, I would love The Lobster as well. But I'm excited for Poor Things because Poor Things, Emma Stone, Yorgos back again. The cinematography looked great. The trailer was that first 32-second trailer thing. Really good. And it was a movie.
The visuals look gorgeous in this movie.
It looked super gorgeous. And it was a movie where we were both like, okay, it looks really good. But is it too weird?
Is it too weird? Yeah. Is it too weird? Or is it Shape of Water where it's weird, but it's accepted and it's looking like the latter?
It's looking like Shape of Water. That's a great comparison because I'm like, is it going to have the emotion of Shape of Water? Because Shape of Water.
And I've from reviews we've seen, Poor Hearts seems to have like the most heart of a Yorgos Lanthimos film.
Which I love. That was the one thing I was nervous about. I was like, is it too kooky, too weird to have any kind of heart to it? But you know.
And you want that out of like this tale of a young woman like fish out of water finding herself, like Odyssey type movie, like Barbie also.
Exactly. Oh yeah. Very true. Very true. Very true.
But yeah, here's my 10 right now. Oppenheimer, obviously I still think is a front runner. It's just too perfect of a storm for the Academy to deny at this point.
Exactly.
Then Poor Things is number 2, which is, like we said, crazy. And obviously Killers.
Let's explain Poor Things real quick. Because people are like, what other things is it contending for? Why is it such a big contender? But similar to Oppenheimer, I think it's contending in a number of different things.
Yeah. It's like, technically looks incredible. And like from reviews, obviously is incredible, like technically. And the performances, had a lot of performances up for contention. Obviously, they love Yorgos, so they might nominate him a director as well. And also screenplay.
Yeah, so all the above categories, and it could do the famous double in supporting with Willem and Mark will get there. Actually, I forgot to update that one, but yeah, as soon as I said it, I was like, wait, I forgot to update that. But and yeah, so then as well as Oppenheimer, the tech with the editing, cinematography, production design, so it's going to be big in a number of different things here, especially with Dune out.
With Dune out, this Poor Things is going to be a number 2 for sure. Then we have Killers, which is like obviously Scorsese. It got good reviews all of Cannes. It's a big epic, and it's obviously should be up there.
Agreed.
It just made sense. Yeah. Barbie, which is like we haven't talked about it yet, but this movie that we have this bet where you think we bet $50 on. You said it wouldn't be in Best Picture, and you're gonna eat your words right now, aren't you?
100%, but. With Dune out of the picture, that made Barbie a 100% lock.
Yeah. I still think it was in totally before that, but just like the whole, it's the biggest movie of the year, box office, like popularity wise, phenomenon, like cultural phenomenon wise, like it's staying in there for sure.
Agreed. And there were some people doubting it after some of these early. These early festivals, people started taking it out, put it in the number 9 or 10 spot. I mean, it's definitely
Barbie is. We've never seen a cultural event like Barbenheimer, honestly. And I mean, I think Barbenheimer is really to push both those movies to be as high as they are right now.
Yeah,
and the fact that they're both like great movies too. That helps.
We've seen cultural events bigger than Barbenheimer, but
what? I mean, besides like
Star Wars.
Okay, I'm saying like something that's not this big like tentpole film IP.
Out of the franchise realm, you're probably right. Like out of the franchise,
maybe Avatar. besides Avatar, but that's not really as much of a cultural
True.
phenomenon. That's just a big box office player.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I guess it's both now these days. It kind of beat the anti-cultural
It
allegations.
got people in
Avatar.
theaters, and the people go
Yeah.
back to theaters like week after week, which is
With-
unheard of. Besides like
Avatar
Top
2,
Gun and
yeah,
Avatar 2, yeah.
with Avatar 2 making $2 billion, it kind of beat those allegations. But I agree. Barbenheimer was yeah. We won't see
And back
that
on
anymore.
Oppenheimer, like we've on news that it's the biggest drama box office wise ever at this point. It's making $1 billion, which is absolutely unheard of. Like beginning of this year, insane.
Absolutely insane. Biggest biopic. Yeah, you're right. Biggest biopic.
Thank God it did that from Bohemian Rhapsody.
I didn't think Bohemian Rhapsody made that much. I was guilty of it. I saw it in theaters.
It was back in 2018 where like a lot of movies made a lot. Whereas like these days, it has to be a special movie to make over $1 billion, which is crazy.
Yeah, 2018, that was like, oh yeah, it was good. They made that much money. And then now it's like, oh, it reached the high point of.
It's crazy how much the theatrical landscape has changed.
It's so fascinating. I love doing those box office episodes with Edgar because things have changed. But yeah, Holdovers, number 5, makes sense.
Middle of the line, I think it's gotten really fair, like good reception, and maybe as good as we thought it would.
I think it's a little bit less than I thought I would be.
Yeah,
I thought it'd be a top 3. I thought it'd be a top 3 contender. It looks to be where you have it at, about 5.
It placed at TIFF, which was good. Like we all thought, it didn't win TIFF. We'll talk about that, and once we get closer down to my list. But yeah, it placed at TIFF. It got what it needed. I think it's solid. Paul Giamatti might be in for. I don't know. Yeah.
I think Paul Giamatti is a lock. I think the actor and supporting, or just the performances alone, are going to hold that movie together more so than the movie itself.
And maybe accusations and controversy aside, Alexander Payne will probably get a director spot. I think.
Oh, what's he up to? What do you do this time?
It's abuse and shit.
Oh no! No! I've not heard about that actually.
Yeah.
Anatomy of a Fall. So this is technically foreign film, right?
Yeah, I think so.
International.
It's between that and Zone of Interest for the big international spot this year. I think Anatomy of a Fall will.
That's a high spot for international film.
I think it's in there.
It's interesting. I don't know if I have this in my top 10. I forget now.
Because like Zone of Interest is probably better critically, but it's not as accessible from what I've heard as
that's what
Anatomy of the Fall. And I've heard Anatomy of the Fall is like a big ticket at these festivals too. And that's good word of mouth.
I agree. I think when Zone of Interest comes out, it might go even lower when most people come to see it. Anatomy of the Fall, I think it's being held together by the writing and Sandra's performance.
She's number 2 for me in Best Actress.
I hear it's actually very riveting. It's a riveting courtroom drama mystery kind of thing. So I'm excited to see it as well. Hopefully I'm surprised because the trailers have not been, or the trailer has not been exciting for me. I
haven't watched the trailer, so I'm going blind on this one.
Okay. Yeah, it looks pretty solid. Hopefully it's one of those movies that I end up loving more than I think I do.
Yeah. Then we have, unfortunately, Past Lives dropping this low.
I think Past Lives is a top 5 contender, but
I don't know, man. I hope so. I did totally see it getting Women Talking, like where it's just that number 10 slot.
I think it's a guarantee for Women Talking, but at least it's in the conversation still, right? I'm happy that it's in the conversation.
Yeah.
I think it's
still the best movie of the year.
Yeah, it's top 3. Top 3.
Yeah.
I have an Oppenheimer and Spider-Verse above it, but it's definitely number 3 for me.
Then here's where we get interesting with these last 3 slots. Color Purple, we talked about a bit off camera, but I don't have as much confidence in this movie. Trailers aren't doing it for me. Obviously, performances look great, and they probably did end, but I don't know. It just doesn't look that impressive technically, and I mean, yes, we probably needed big musical in there, but I don't see this. I could see this one missing.
I can definitely see this one missing. I think, ironically, it might depend on. Pardon me. It might depend on box office performance. It has a good trajectory with that Christmas release date. Box office could help it rise, but similar to how West Side Story kind of like plummeted a little bit in terms of Oscar predictions due to its box office run. Like Steven Spielberg still got in there for director, but that was because of
It
Steven
did
Spielberg.
better on nomination
Yeah.
morning than I thought it would, which made me
And
happy.
that's mostly because it's a Steven Spielberg movie.
Yeah.
Color Purple, directed by the guy who did the play, I believe. So
It's an adaptation
I don't
of
know.
Spielberg's movie. Yeah.
It's an adaptation of the play of Spielberg's movie. And I think people are going to be weirded out by that because my dad saw the trailer for the first time a couple of weeks ago. He's like, "Oh, this is more of a musical." I'm like, "Yeah, this is based on the play, not the dramatic movie." So yeah, I think I have it going down and down and down each time, but I would not be surprised if it comes out, it's very good, and now I rise it right back up. So
Totally,
sight
yeah.
unseen, it's kind of hard to tell there.
Then these last two. I put American Fiction in there. It won People's Choice at TIFF. There's that stat where since like 2010, I think, every People's Choice winner at TIFF has gone in Best Picture. And this has good acclaim. It's the narrative behind Jeffrey Wright is there. And I've heard it's really good. So tried to sneak in there.
I'm so fucking conflicted. I don't know. I mean, but the premise about a movie based on a black satire or critiquing black satirical films in the film industry, like it sounds super fascinating and weird. You know, Oscars, the Academy, voters love movies about the film industry, and putting this kind of black satirical spin on it sounds very fascinating. So I can see it getting that screenplay nomination that people are talking about. I hear the writing's very tight and very funny and very consistent. I hear Jeffrey Wright's very good as well. Jeffrey Wright seemed to be the beating heart of this movie. I can definitely see him getting a Best Actor spot. But I have never heard of this movie before TIFF. Never heard of it. It's so hard.
Really? I heard it like once the TIFF lineup got announced, and it looked interesting.
Oh, okay. And maybe me too. Yeah, I heard like, oh, Jeffrey Wright movie could be cool. But now people are like, oh, this is crazy. But I haven't heard a lot of people loving it, which is weird for a movie that won Best, whatever it's called, Best People's Choice at TIFF. That's a crazy stat, but I won't put it in just yet. I don't know. For me, it's just like it's definitely in the conversation for sure now. Yeah. I wouldn't be so like we got to put it in there because of a stat. I don't know yet. Until I see more people raving about it. Like I didn't hear Poor Things or any holdovers, even holdover rave for American Fiction.
I don't think it does that much, but like again, what else do we put in those slots?
I don't know. There's a couple of movies. Yeah. I mean,
all of the strangers. I have all of the strangers in there because it's one of the highest rated movies on Metroid right now. I've heard nothing but raves. It has a good story about like that's very critically loved, but also like could be good Academy fare. And it's like headlined by two really good performances that might sneak in also. I
think this movie's gonna get goose egged.
It's very possible, but I just have it right now because those odds.
It screams After Sun.
It does. I think it's bigger than After Sun because it's Searchlight.
I've seen people make that comparison to After Sun, but I see it compared to After Sun or other tons and tons of critically acclaimed movies that just go nowhere.
It very much could be After Sun, but I think it's a bit bigger than it right now.
Even Zone of Interest has like a similar thing where it's just like,
but that's like that's a very experimental porn film, though. It's different.
Sure, true. And I heard this one's deeply emotional. I heard it's in people's. It's going to be in a lot of people's top 10 of the year. So it has. I would definitely put it above like a Zone of Interest. But I'm not sure. That movie is such an enigma to me because I hear such raves about that movie. You never really know. You never really know.
All right, so let's go to your list right now. That we should.
Help me to remind me about my list. It is my top 10. Oppenheimer, Killers, same thing we talked about. Barbie, and Annie Fall. I still have Spider-Verse in there. Holding on for hope.
It's dropping.
Maestro. I don't know.
Maestro in there.
I don't know. Maestro and Color Purple are similar to you. Those 9 and 10 spots could be anything.
Yeah.
But I put Maestro in there because of the lead performance of Bradley Cooper, because of the supporting performance by Carey Mulligan.
It's Netflix's player this year too.
It's Netflix's big player.
We thought they wouldn't have one last year, and what would happen with All Quiet. So I think they'll try and get one in there.
I forgot that was a Netflix run. You're right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I still think Maestro, because of the package itself, I put in Maestro.
I'd very much put Maestro in there once we get closer.
Yeah. And yeah.
I'm also very excited for that movie too. It looks great.
It looks great. The trailer, I was like, oh, this looks great. But then with the reactions, I heard more middling to positive. I didn't say people say it sucked. I just heard people say it was like inconsistent. But
yeah,
a lot of people said they were floored by it though. A lot of people said
a lot of people said it was like very much a step up in direction from Cooper too.
Which is interesting because I thought, I love fucking whatever it's called. What was it called with Lady Gaga? Star is Born. I love A Star is Born.
But you could tell from the trailer of Maestro, it's like very much like a lot of style.
It's more experimental, has some style to it. Yeah. I mean, based off of the coloring and direction alone. So yeah, you're right. But he didn't get Best Director for A Star is Born. I don't think that's going to continue.
I don't think he's getting in there this year.
I just heard too many contrarian things from Maestro. But again, I'm still pushing for a Spider-Verse. That's my favorite movie of the year. I adore it. I hope it breaks that stat. Again, if fucking movies like Up can get in there.
Up's better.
Up is trash. Up is just a bad movie. It's just a bad movie. After the first 10 minutes, it's a bad movie.
I think if any film this year gets in, it's Boy and the Heron.
Over Spider-Verse?
Yeah, at this point, yeah.
Are you insane?
No. Have you seen how it was at TIFF? Like, it was one of the best-selling movies at TIFF.
Of course, because it's Miyazaki. People want to see Miyazaki.
Exactly.
Doesn't mean it's critically acclaimed.
10 years.
If it's not even reaching Wind Rises, if it's not reaching, it's not reaching
getting better reception than Wind Rises.
No, I don't think so. I think it's getting. I don't think it's getting top five.
Equal.
Sure. And where was Wind Rises at the Best Picture?
Most of the people didn't love Wind Rises. Like that's my favorite Miyazaki movie, but it wasn't the most highly regarded.
And I'm hearing from people that this was good, but not great. I hear it's not on the par of other Miyazaki movies.
I'm hearing that too, but I could still see it. If I'm saying this is better chances than Spider-Verse at this point.
So you're saying a movie that's not even Miyazaki's best is better suited than a movie that was
that's how good Miyazaki is.
Sure, but it's like this Spider-Verse has the animation front and the story front. Miyazaki here has an emotional story. I think Spider-Verse just has a better package overall.
But we don't see 2D animation these days, and that's narrative of itself.
I guess if you're an animation fan like us, but for other people, it's just like, oh, this is a cool animated movie. That wasn't.
I don't know. I just think the name of Miyazaki could make that higher chances of Spider-Verse, since I think the top of that movie is just dropping as time goes on.
I'm not sure. I think Spider-Verse is just more critical acclaim than Boy and the Heron.
But Boy and the Heron also could be a huge hit, like box office wise, once it comes out.
It's not.
You never know. It's in the IMAX release.
Wow.
You never know.
Let him make $10 instead of $1.
A lot of people love Studio Ghibli. Like a lot of the GA loves Studio Ghibli.
They do.
Yeah, you never know.
I guess.
It's probably just wishful thinking because I love Miyazaki. And
I love Miyazaki. Hell, I love Miyazaki. I love me some Castle in the Sky. That's some peak Miyazaki right there. But let's move on to director.
Wait, what else is in there?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Interest also. I think Saltburn premiered is way too divisive.
Way too divisive. I was shocked.
That makes me more excited for it, honestly. And that trailer is incredible. So I'm very excited to watch it. But I don't see it in there.
One of my favorite trailers of the year. I think it's a very well crafted trailer. I'm super excited for Saltburn. Yeah. Wait. So this left one is, I forgot. This left one is all Gold Derby. What number is Spider-Verse for Gold Derby? What number is that? 11 for them? 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
12.
11, 12. Still, it's on the conversation. It's on the bubble, baby.
Yeah.
It's on the bubble, baby. But anyways,
Air being
is
that
lower.
high is crazy.
That's crazy.
There's no way it's that high. Come on.
It's because of the package, because of the performances alone. Because
what
people are
package? It's been no performances.
The Viola Davis.
People are holding on to it, but it's not going to happen.
I agree. I agree completely. But I'm just saying, people are holding on to the Viola Davis.
It's not even that good of a performance. Like it's
Matt Damon.
Viola Davis. She's great, obviously, but it's not her best.
I agree. It's like it's not Fences. Like it's good. It's good. Napoleon's very high too for a movie that's just looks fine.
I mean, it's a bid. Like it could be a bid tet player, and that's one of the bid movies we haven't seen reactions of this year.
True.
Either
you could be surprised, but it feels like a lost duel.
Yeah, it'll probably just be a bid movie that flops, and then they released that medieval epic that flops. But I'm excited for it.
Me too.
It's beautiful. Vanessa Kirby, love her.
Love her.
Rustin, I think it could sneak in there maybe, but I think it's mostly just the best actor.
It seems like a best actor kind of lift
maybe
up there.
Screenplay, we'll see.
Yeah.
Origin, those first reactions are very positive for Origin.
I haven't seen many reactions, but you're right. I think I've seen positive stuff from it.
It's Ava DuVernay's first narrative movie in a long time since
Selma, right?
Yeah, I think so.
She did Selma, then 13th, then
she's done a lot of TV.
Yeah, she's done TV stuff. But I think Origin, I've been hearing great things. Oh yeah, because I tweeted back. I tweeted like Ava is back because a lot of the.
It's a Netflix release, right?
Sure.
Maybe.
Does it have distribution? I'm not sure.
If it has
All of Us Strangers, of course, we talked about that.
It's Neon. It's Neon. That's interesting.
Neon's probably better than Netflix as
it's
distribution
definitely better. Yeah. It's not a bit buried.
Yeah.
Man, when Hitman went to Netflix.
I was happy about it actually. I was like, at least I
don't think it's the worst. It's better than Bleecker Street or IFC, but that film's buried at big time.
Yeah. All of Us Strangers. We talked about that. The Searchlight, you said, right?
Yeah.
Ferrari, which I was hoping for some better things, but
Yeah, reactions aren't that big besides Penelope Cruz.
Exactly.
That should be its only thing.
Yeah, Adam being great, Penelope being a surprise hit there, but yeah.
Asteroid City, it deserves everything, but it's not doing anything.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest. Yeah, I haven't even seen it.
You're done, Mark. Wait, why is this here? I mean, it's a great movie.
It's a great movie. Yeah. This bottom of
May December.
Yeah, and I don't know.
May December should be way higher.
Nesco wins.
I've heard it's a bit too weird for Best Picture, but it's done some acting noms, so we'll see.
Also Netflix, yeah.
Naiad, I don't know.
Naiad.
I think Priscilla should be higher. I don't think it would have been Best Picture, but I've heard a lot of good things about it.
The Dumb Money trailer is nominated.
That trailer is so bad.
Here we go again.
Holy fucking shit.
Holy fucking shit. Holy fucking shit. I'm tired of that trailer too. That trailer is so annoying.
Blenheim Heron should be higher. Wonka should be at top 10.
I'm excited for Wonka. That trailer is so goofy.
Paul Keane, man, you don't miss.
Mm-hmm. I still need to see those movies, those bear movies.
You haven't seen Paddington?
Nah.
Evan, that's our commentary. We're doing that.
I would love to.
Force you to watch them.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for Best Picture. Yeah.
I saw Joyride. I was like, hey,
Joyride, Boys Afraid. What?
Over Elemental. That's funny.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about the trailer a bit because those reactions came out last night. A lot of people saying it's one of the best films of the year. I don't think it's in, but it has better chances than I thought yesterday.
I mean, I've heard more mixed things than positive, but I heard some positive as well.
Yeah, it should definitely be a tech player.
I think it could be easily be a tech player for the story wise. I heard it's like I don't know because I saw some positive things that you guys left in chat, but then I also saw some middling things on the story.
Matt Nedley said it was a bit tame or a bit unoriginal for him.
So it's interesting because I've heard story wise from Matt Neglia that it could be pretty unoriginal, but other people are saying it's super emotional. So I'm like,
yeah.
there's a lot of spectrums that creator could be falling in there. And I'm not the biggest fan of Gareth Edwards. Like I think Rogue
No, me
One's
neither.
fairly unemotional for me, and
Godzilla
is
is kind of mid.
boring. Again, those two movies are both visual feats, but like with characters I just don't care about. So hopefully this movie changes that. I still haven't seen Carmen.
I haven't either. I don't think it's out anywhere. I really want to watch it though.
Yeah.
What about Foe? What about Foe?
The hell is Foe?
It's the Darth Davis movie. Paul Mescal, Saoirse Ronan. It's like a sci-fi drama.
I finally saw the trailer for that. It looked boring.
Really?
It looked boring.
What's interesting?
But
I didn't love Lion, which is his last movie.
Oh, really? I like Lion a lot.
Really? Yeah, I didn't love it. It was fine. But Dev Patel was great in that.
He was so good. And Rooney Mara.
Yeah. But I'm very excited to see. I'm just glad to see Saoirse Ronan back. It's been a while.
Oh, she's one of my favorites as well. Yeah, love her.
Yeah, like alongside Paul Mescal, like that's be cool.
Yeah. Let's move into Best Actor or Director. I mean.
All right, I have Nolan at number 1.
I agree.
Yeah. Yorgos 2.
I agree.
Scorsese 3.
I agree.
Alexander Payne 4.
Easy top 3. Payne is interesting. He has the stats to back him up.
Yeah.
The stats to back him up because Payne always gets nominated apparently. But his movie has less hype than other movies. Which
Ben White Sideways or what was the other one?
Less hype than his other movies, but I'm talking about his other movies this year as well, like Barbie or like a other movies. I don't know. Anatomy of Fall.
Then I'm still holding on to hope before Celine's on. She's dropping, but like I want it so bad.
Dropping like a rocket, but the direction in Past Lives is peak.
Oh, it's impeccable.
I love Past Lives, man. I was telling some friends about it. They're like, "What is Past Lives?" I'm like, "Listen, Google it when you get home." It's
the best movie you've seen this year.
Yeah, I was like, Google it when you get home. I'm pretty sure. Is it still $19.99 to rent? I don't know.
No, I think it's 7 or 6 or whatever.
Oh, perfect. So I was right. I hate recommending people to go pay $20 for a movie. But anyways,
I fucking hate that. Like we're just. I mean, I'm doing it because predictions wise, but like there should be more than one woman this year. I
agree. Easily. Yeah, I think Greta Gerwig could definitely get in.
Definitely.
Celine Song.
I've had Justine Triet from Falls great.
The lineup is not great.
Everyone Fennell. Sophia Coppola from Priscilla.
She has a chance. But yeah, there's an easy chance that it could just be Nolan, Lanthimos, Scorsese, Payne, and
Greta. It could be, yeah, but
it could just be straight white people down the line.
White men? No.
I think so. There's an easy chance there.
I think it's easily could be that too. But
Greta Gerwig's higher than I thought for Gold Derby.
Yeah, she's at 4, which is interesting.
I did not see that coming. But again, could she get Joseph? What's his name? The director of Top Gun. Joseph Kosinski.
I think that's different because a lot of people associate Barbie with Greta Gerwig.
That's true. Yeah, people were saying Joseph Kosinski.
People don't really know the director of Maverick.
They were saying Tom Cruise.
Whereas Barbie was very much a Greta Gerwig movie.
For sure.
She's all over it.
Yeah. I mean,
like the reason most people were excited for Barbie in the first place was because Greta Gerwig.
Exactly. I'm trying to think of other possibilities here. Yeah. I think the biggest thing here is that we're holding on hope for Celine Song, but you could easily swap her out for Greta Gerwig. You could easily swap both of them out for Glazer, which is very likely because, again, every single year there has been a best international feature.
Except last year. Player. I mean, that is Ruben Ostlund. Does that kind of counts?
Yeah, it does count.
Yeah.
Was he born in America?
No.
Yeah. Do I have the same list as you for director? I think I do.
Do you?
I might not have Payne in there.
Oh, you don't have Payne in there, yeah.
Yeah, I went Glazer instead of Payne. But yeah, those 4 and 5 spots. 3 is locked. 3 has been locked.
Totally. And unless Killers is flops, I don't see it changing.
I had Villeneuve there for easy 4, but then that dropped. So the field is a little bit more open with 4 and 5 now being like, is it going to be Glazer or is it going to be Justine Trio?
Do they want backlash or do they not?
Exactly. They don't care about backlash. They give zero fucks.
What that fucking Todd Phillips instead of Roger would that year?
How did that happen? How did that happen?
Insane.
Insane. 2019, man. Okay. Anyways, the director of Anatomy of Fall, is it Justine Triet?
Justine Triet, yeah.
I think that has a very underdog shot there as well.
Totally, yeah. If that's bigger than Zone Interest,
I think below. I agree. I think below Justine's all wishful thinking.
Yeah. Miyazaki, I'd love it, but that's not happening.
I would love it.
And he doesn't really have the narrative of it being his last film anymore. Because
honestly,
if
you want to talk animated features, Suzume by Makoto Shinkai should just be up here somewhere. It's non-existent here, but Suzume just blew my heartstrings away. It was fantastic.
I need to watch it still.
I would put that above. It would be contending with Spider-Verse for me. But anyways,
we haven't talked about The Killer yet, and how that just got like very average midway reviews.
Yeah, I mean, it got what I expected, right? A fun Fincher movie that doesn't
very
play
genre,
as an award player. Very genre, which I'm excited for. It's not like it's not a 7. It's not a.
I've heard that like Hitman's the better Hitman movie than The Killer.
We'll see. Fincher is still my favorite director of all time. I love Fincher. We'll have to see. I'm excited for it. I'm excited that what's his name? Matthew. What's the lead actor's name?
Michael Fassbender.
Matthew. Michael Fassbender finally got his like good director again. Because he's been in the ether.
What, you want to Tekka?
Oh, I forgot about he is in Next Goal Wins.
Yeah,
but I heard Next Goal Wins is fine as well. It's
average. It's not doing anything though.
Yeah. But yeah, this seems to be it. Again, the biggest players here are 4 and 5. Are they going to go with Payne? Payne has the stats behind him, and again,
I think what could help Past Lives is that if the strikes are going well beyond March, well into award season.
God.
Past Lives has that SAG-AFTRA interim agreement, so they could campaign. Like they have the agreement to campaign.
When you see Greta there, not Greta,
and that's Greta mostly Lee. For the actors, but I think the actors could pick up like the movie as a whole, which could carry Celine Song.
That's what I'm saying, right? If you see Greta Lee and then the other two supporting John McGarro, the other one, like
they'll be campaigning.
You see the trio alongside Celine Song, and people see the movie again in the fall. They're gonna be like, "Oh wow, this is why I fell in love."
Yeah, I think it could have resurgence a bit.
Exactly. So you never know. So that's why I'm with you. I'll stick with Celine Song as well.
All right, then we have Actress, which is very interesting.
What do you have here, buddy? What do you think? I think Emma Stone's number 1 for you.
Yeah. And she is.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to do this.
I think she's a lot for a win at this point.
Are we back in 2016, Nathan? Are we back in 2016? Oh man, it's been so long. I mean, Emma Stone, like my dad was like, "Where's Emma Stone been?" I'm like, she's been doing stuff.
She's been pregnant.
She's been pregnant, exactly. But now she's back and she's doing a movie this year, a movie next year.
She has The Curse. Yeah, she has another Yorgos movie. She has a short film from Yorgos.
But I agree with
Cruella 2. Could happen. Yep, she won the Best Actress award at Venice. Which could be bid, could be not, but also like she's been on my eye like ever since that movie had the trailer, basically since it's announced. Honestly, I think it could be a bid, but then
she's super young, isn't she? She's like 21, maybe.
Yeah.
That would be a very.
They like nominating younger actresses though, but they're not opposed to it.
Yeah, you're right. God, there's just freaking fly in here, but I agree with Carrie. I agree with Sandra. I agree with Greta.
Yeah, especially with Maestro being very much marketed like with Carrie Mulligan like at the forefront. Oh, sorry. I think she did it in.
I agree with those top 3, but the 4 and 5 can be very interesting. Can Fantasia be as good as people are saying? She could be.
I don't know. Like she's number 2. She's been high all year in Gold Derby, but like we said, I don't have faith in that movie as much.
Me neither. Greta's holding on just like Celine Song is holding on.
Yeah.
I can see Greta being subbed out for a Margot Robbie easily.
Totally, yeah.
I can see Kaylee being. I can see 5 being Margot Robbie more so.
Yeah, I think Kaylee Spain is like more of a wild card, but she used to be 101, like she used to be way down there, but she's been rising ever since she won Venice. So
she
you
won
never know.
Venice.
She won Best Actress at Venice. Yeah.
Oh wow, okay. That's a big feat. That's definitely a interesting feat.
And
I
she's
still
been
don't
like
think so.
the highlight and the raves about the movie too.
Nayad is
makes
also
sense about her.
Netflix.
Yeah, and that movie did nothing. I've heard too many negative things about it. It just feels
like a big goose egg,
baseless biopic.
Mm-hmm.
And
so
also
I would
has
say
controversy where like the person it's about also like came out as a big fucking
oh no
turf recently.
Oh
Yeah, it's not good.
great, Bob. When your movie alone can't do a lot of press because of the strikes, and then you get controversy, it's just a double-edged sword there.
And it being not a good movie apparently too.
So yeah, I would love for Fantasia to be in here to add some color to this list.
If December ends up being bigger than we think, I could see Natalie sneaking in for sure.
It's hard because once again, that's Netflix.
Yeah, they have a lot this year.
Hitman, Nayad, May December. What did we just talk about? Maestro might be the biggest player, the biggest player.
It's their big one, yeah. I did see Hitman sneaking in the screenplay. We'll see if it comes out this year.
Me too. So Greta Lee, I'm holding on to as well. I would put that at a 4 instead of a 5, like Gold Derby has at a 5. But again, I'm so iffy on Fantasia.
Me too,
as well. But in Margot,
she was number 1 before Emma Stone. I was like, what? I don't get it.
I know, right? Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it could be this like big, undeniable, like flashy performance and a big musical versus singing, dancing, crying, everything. Like it could just be it, but you never know.
Yeah, at this point, we never thought that. Who was that best supporting actress in West Side Story? What was her name?
Ariana DeBose. I mean, she was predicted because the Rita Moreno won for the same role.
Okay. So yeah, you never really know if Fantasia's playing the main character or Color Purple, which quickly raved. So you never know.
If that movie's big, I think she's definitely in. But if that movie like flops or is not as good as people think it would be, I think she doesn't come on.
So if Fantasia's in, that would drop Greta. But I could also see Margot and Greta swap out as the race goes on.
Yeah, I did see
for
that
5 spot.
But Greta will be campaigning. If the strikes are still going, she'll be the only one that's campaigning.
And I would be shocked. Greta's performance is just
she's so fucking good in that movie.
That last scene. That
last season, insane.
It's great. So I would love, but I love Margot too. I would be shocked if Barbie gets in, but not Margot.
I could see it. I think that's the weakest of the 3 bid noms or 4 bid noms. So I think picture is a lot. Ryan Gosling a lot. Screenplay probably a lot. Then I think Marta's underneath there.
Yeah,
as a maybe.
She's just under more competition compared to Ryan.
And it's not as big. I mean, she's great in the movie, but it's not like the big highlight. I guess I don't know.
I would say so.
I meant for me, yeah, but I meant from critically. I guess I don't know.
It's so weird because she was a producer. This movie wouldn't be happening without Margot. She's like the beating heart of the movie. Ryan steals the show because he's so different, but Margot is just so, she
carries it.
Yeah, I think she carries it. So she's great.
Anyone else? I don't know. I think Tiana Taylor.
Have you seen the Bike Riders trailer?
It's wild.
I don't like Jodie Comer's
weird accents everywhere.
I don't like Jodie Comer's accent. I'm like, this accent's not good, but people are loving her. I'm like, okay.
Tom Hardy's accent is hilarious.
Tom Hardy does an accent every other year that I just fall in love with. What the hell is?
I mean, I've heard she's great in it, but I don't think that movie is getting anywhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Saoirse Ronan.
I think Tiana Taylor could be a big grassroots credits thing if it does. If ends up being brought up later in the year, I don't know.
Deep grassroots. You have to under the earth grass. Yeah.
It won Sundance, so you never know.
Mm-hmm.
Then yeah, not really much else.
Everything else is awful. Not great. Yeah, the best actress lineup is very top heavy this year. Very top heavy. I've never even heard of these movies. Okay, I've heard of Flora and Son actually.
Yeah, it's the what's his name? John Tarney? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Director of
Yeah,
Sing Street.
Sing Street. Oh, I haven't seen
Yeah.
Sing Street in a minute. I need to rewatch that.
Me too.
Yeah. So yeah,
Molly
this
Jordan and
is,
Theater Champ should be on there.
should be. Oh my
That'd be
god.
Golden Globe comedy.
That scene of
for
her
sure.
just randomly coming up with her final the final whatever it's called, the final song.
That movie's so good.
That was one of the most awkward scenes of the year. He's like, okay, give me the song, give me the lyrics. He's like, well, you see,
I think this might be the most stats Golden Globe comedy year we've seen ever. Right? Bottoms, Theater Camp, Hitman, Barbie.
You're right. There's a lot of good
good comedic movies this year.
Commercial entertainment coming up. Yeah.
Yeah. Poor Things, I guess they probably could put in comedy also if they want to be weird.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Yeah.
What's the actor? Cillian Murphy, number one.
Number one. I agree.
Yeah.
Leo, number two, could be his best performance to date, Nate. Josh. That's crazy.
Is that
right?
what they've said?
I've heard a lot of people
say that for everything he does. So
everything he does, which isn't. I mean, he's one of the best. He's a GOAT. So yeah, it's very excited. Coleman Domingo, we talked about this for Rustin. We heard a movie. It's very much a civil rights powerhouse kind of movie, and people are saying his performance is just fantastic.
It is the movie, right? He is the movie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bradley Cooper,
which honestly deserved, because Coleman Domingo's been one of my favorite supporting actors. It's nice to see him break out into a big role.
Interesting how Gold Derby and you have Bradley over.
I think he gets in. I don't know. I haven't changed this since this was back when I had Maestro in pitcher, but I could still see him sneaking in. I don't know.
I can still see him sneaking in for sure. He has that makeup nomination, definitely going to help.
Yeah, that's true.
But I keep seeing that Paul Giamatti.
It's undeniable, honestly, with that makeup.
Yeah,
there's a controversy about the nose, but I don't know if that plays into as much.
Very minuscule, especially when the movie. Some other people came out in support of it as well.
But I think the family too supported it too.
That's what it was. Yeah, the family itself. Yeah. Yeah. So I would have Paul over Bradley, or maybe I don't know. I would put both in there. But then,
I have Andrew Scott in there because I think I'd love to see it, honestly.
Yeah, I would love it.
You never know.
Yeah, I would love it too.
Also got those 101 odds, so I'm gonna keep it for a bit.
Of course. But I would put Jeffrey Wright.
I did see, yeah, I did swap Cooper for Giamatti, then put Jeffrey Wright in that 5 slot.
That's what I would do as well. Wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, put Cooper.
Take out
Giamatti.
Scott and Cooper, put in Giamatti and Wright. I could totally see that happen too.
Okay. And I think that's where the buck ends, buddy. I think after Wright, it's pretty slim.
Barry Keaton kind of done. That movie's too divisive. That Bob Marley movie was way too mid.
Bad.
Yeah.
Bad.
TOU should be in my top 3.
Should be easily.
No.
If they were us, if they were smart like us,
yeah,
they'd do that. And then
I heard Nicolas Cage was really good in Dream Scenario, but it's Nicolas Cage.
Really came out today. I've not seen it.
Yeah, nothing else. Adam Driver, the reviews for Adam Driver, it's kind of just doing House of Gucci again.
I miss the Adam Driver award season stuff. Dude, I contend Adam was fantastic in House of Gucci.
He was the only one taking that movie seriously.
Exactly. He understood the assignment, or his assignment at least. And then everybody else was doing theater.
Ben Platt, Theater Camp, also would love that.
I would love it too. What a recovery.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
the Iron Claw. I think that's premiering at New York. I think that's one of the only movies premiering in New York, right?
I'll take your word
That's
for
like
it.
that wrestling movie with Jeremy Allen White and SAG-AFTRA.
Oh, I forgot about that happening.
Yeah, I don't think it's premiered yet. It could be. It could be like come out of nowhere, like All of the Strangers, but we'll see. It's A24. You never know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. In general, before we leave, I think the top 3 are locked. Not locked, but very tight. Very tight.
Yeah.
And then 4 and 5, I think. Now with American Fiction rising due to TIFF, American Fiction /
I did very much see
Right.
Giamatti and Wright being that 4 and 5.
Yeah, but can Cooper slip through the cracks? Can he stay along with that makeup?
Could Andrew Scott be the Paul Mescal and just sneak in with career split? Wait,
it's going to be very tight, very tight.
Because he's going to get all those career awards. You just know it.
Yeah, it's going to be close.
It'll probably be like Colin Farrell. Yeah.
Whoa, I wouldn't go that far.
I mean, Cillian Murphy maybe. I just could be the big.
I think Cillian Murphy's going to sweep.
But Andrew Scott at least did nominations. I think a lot of.
I think a lot of critics would give him nominations. Yeah, but he might just not rise. You never know.
We'll see. You never know. Then
this year's so weird with the. I wonder how a lot of critic circles are going to move around due to the strikes and stuff.
Yeah, and you never know if Oscars did delay till summer. Like, anything did happen at this point.
Because whenever we see like Hollywood, what is it called? The HCA do their awards, other people do their awards. It was big things across the country, right? Like so and so, like certain cities, certain states. But with the strikes, it's not going to feel as much of a community as it usually does feel like.
And I mean, there's word saying they're going back to negotiations this week or next week. Like that could happen, but I don't see anything unfortunately happening anytime soon.
I agree. Yeah.
Studios are way too damn greedy.
And bad.
Yeah. Okay, anyway, back to supporting actress. Let's go there. I have Lily Gladstone. She's been number 1 since like 2021.
Dude, when the movie was announced and she was, you saw that first photo with her looking at Leonardo DiCaprio. They're like, oh, best supporting actress. Yeah.
But I think it's don't work way that she's great in the trailers.
I agree. I think Lily's good. Again, Color Purple, Danielle Brooks, I've been hearing arguably more support for her than Fantasia.
Yeah. And good for her. She's great.
Yeah, she's playing that sister role, which people are very excited to see again. But then
Divine Julia Randolph, I have a number 3 from Holdovers. I'd probably swap her with Emily Blunt, honestly. I think
I'd put it above Emily Blunt. I've been hearing.
Yeah.
She seems more of a focus than Emily Blunt is in Oppenheimer, at least.
That's true. See, Emily Blunt, like, doesn't have much in the movie, but when she does, it does have her moments. They're fucking incredible.
Exactly. I wouldn't be surprised if Emily drops throughout award season, to be honest.
I don't know, man.
But you're right. But I don't see any other people dropping her out. Yeah. I said that.
The floor is pretty locked right now. I mean,
you're right.
Could slip, but I don't know.
After Taraji P. Henson, who's sneaking up there? Penelope Cruz could, but again, that's a wishful thinking. I have it in there as well. I don't know if it's
wishful because it's Neon. It's Dana Big Christmas release. It could be campaigned well. Again, Neon has those agreements. They could have a strike agreement. True. They could campaign. Yeah, I could see her gaining.
I could see her rise.
Snuck in for Parallel Mothers and Almost Blind, so I think very much could. She was incredible in Parallel Mothers, though.
Yeah, I'll take your word for it. I can see her rising more so than a Jodie Foster or Julianne Moore. That's for sure.
Totally, yeah.
And I'm excited to see Taraji P. Henson. It's been a minute since I've seen her and stuff as well.
I'd love to see America Ferrera get in, but I don't see it happening.
Which is crazy. She had one of the best scenes of the year.
She's so good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Personally, I think Scarlett Johansson's also really good in Asteroid City. And Rachel McAdams also really good. And
she's excellent. Margaret, yeah.
If Napoleon's bid, maybe Vanessa Kirby did creep in, but I don't see it being bid.
I don't see it in. Yeah. Carey Mulligan's in Saltburn too.
I think she has a small role. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, that's not it.
Rosamund Pike used to be on my top 5, but I think just that movie is just dropping everywhere.
Yeah. Viola Davis could sneak in there. You never knew.
No.
I'm kidding. Yeah. So, yeah, I agree. I
Air's
think,
Amazon too, right? Like there's no way.
Amazon got that. What was that? Being the Ricardos bullshit.
Oof. Did you
How did
watch that
happen?
movie?
Never did. It looked bad.
It was one of those boring films of the past few years.
Mhm.
All right, supporting actor. Gosling number one. I have. Wait, I haven't shown yours. Let's just go back and show yours. I think yours are the same though.
I've had very similar stuff too. That's why I haven't said anything.
Yeah, you have Giamatti.
Giamatti over what's it called? I did not put
Oh,
American
you have
Fiction.
Taraji P. Henson over Danielle Brooks.
I do. I don't know why I did that. I just realized that. I don't know why I did that.
Yeah.
But
Interesting.
yeah. But Julianne Moore, you never know. And then everybody else seems pretty locked in.
Yeah.
Pretty much in the
So
conversation that we were
you,
talking about.
for supporting actor, you have De Niro. You have Coleman Domingo from Color Purple. Interesting.
I do. I think Coleman Domingo, he's writing
double
that.
nom.
He could get the double nom. I
I'd
think
love
he's
to see
excellent. I see him in Color Purple trailer. I'm like, if he's as he could have one scene, but he had like one scene in Euphoria and people loved him. So I think one scene might be all it takes for Coleman Domingo. But at the same time, you could easily swap him out with a Willem Dafoe. It could be his other big competition.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I have Gosling, Downey Jr. That's like the number 2 lots. I still have John Madaro
You're
in there.
still holding on.
I'm still holding on.
Let's go.
No, I can't. He's so good.
Wow.
The scene on the bed is like one of the most emotional scenes of the year.
I was literally about to say that. I was literally
Yeah.
about to say the scene in the bed. Fantastic.
Then Mark Ruffalo, I think, just in there. Fine. I'll put him at number 5. At least I'm not taking him off yet. This interim agreement. You never know. I have Paul Mescal in for the same reason as I think it's lesser of a chance as Andrew Scott, but you never know.
But you'll put him at a higher spot than Andrew Scott. Yeah. This is a very interesting race. Top 3 again, as he feels very top 4, I would argue. With
I don't have De Niro in there. I did see De Niro slip.
That's crazy.
I mean, what happened to the Irishman? He did that.
Didn't he get in for Best Actor in Irishman?
No.
Did he not get in? Oh yeah. Okay. Revisionist history on my part. But
I mean,
I would be shocked. I would be shocked. It's De Niro in a Scorsese movie. Or Irishman was Scorsese, but this movie feels bigger than Irishman.
It does, yeah.
Which was awful. Just boring.
It was boring, yeah. People were to hate us for that, but yeah.
Irishman, you don't understand, but he left the door wide open. Oh my god. Anyways.
I don't remember anything about the movie.
I just remember the door commentary. Anyways, I have Downey over Gosling.
Yeah.
When I saw Gosling, I was like, that was fantastic. But Downey, oh my god. When he pulls that paper up,
I'd be happy with either one, honestly.
When you see Downey campaign, I don't feel like Gosling's gonna campaign.
Well, they can't.
Oh, true, you're right.
They most likely can't.
Most likely.
Besides,
at this point in time, yeah. But if they could, if it is resolved by then, Downey would have just quite the run.
Yeah, he has a narrative too. Wait, he's finally back in real movies. I guess if you want to say that. From my
I'm still waiting to see. I'm still waiting to see how much Defoe's in Poor Things outside of the beginning.
Yeah, me too.
But I'm hearing great things from him. But Mark Ruffalo, of course, is stealing the spotlight. I'm a huge Mark Ruffalo fan. Always getting those great supporting actor noms. Foxcat, was he nominated for Foxcatcher?
Ooh, almost said something. Oh yeah, I never saw Foxcatcher.
I really liked it. He's also great in Spotlight. I love Spotlight. So he's been having these good dramatic role supporting actors. And then of course, we can't forget Now You See Me, where he stole the show. Just kidding. I love those movies though.
I only saw parts of the first one.
The first one actually is really good. The second one is
I need to watch them.
Hit and miss. But the first one's really fun. It's goofy as hell. Anyways, yeah, John McGardo unfortunately fell off for me.
Yeah.
Dominic Seza
Dominic
could
Sessa and
get,
Charles Melton are like the two wild cards at this point, I think.
yeah, everything below Melton is like not happening. But
Yeah.
Sessa feels like he'll get what was that one Fableman's actor from last year? I forget his name. The main
The
actor,
kid?
the main kid in Fableman's.
I forgot the name, but he was fucking incredible.
Same thing might happen with Dominic Sessa. I'm hearing great
Yeah.
things from the young star here, but he's not. He's
I
not gonna be
finally
as
watched
big.
the Holdovers trailer yesterday when I saw
Really?
Venice.
Me too.
And he's great. He looked great.
He looks
trailer.
great. Yeah. That scream at the end, great.
Yeah. That trailer is weird. It's very much like a vintage throwback.
It's very vintage, but the crowd eat it up. I get
The voice guy, like the trailer voice guy. Yeah.
the freeze frame at the end. The song they play.
I get what they're cooking though.
But so I'm hoping Coleman Domingo slides in there.
But like we said, if the
Mark
Color
Ruffalo.
Purple doesn't do great, I don't think he gets in.
Those Color Purple nominations, if that movie flops or just critically and commercially, that's going to change up award season very much.
When does it come out?
25th, Christmas.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
You're putting out Wonka and Color Purple within like weeks of each other.
I think it's a week after.
What kind of move is
Wonka.
that?
WB, baby.
That's like two. Wait, they're both Christmassy musicals. Like what?
Is it coming out the same day as Aquaman too? I'm not sure anymore.
Is it? That's hilarious.
Let's see here. Color Purple is Christmas Day. Aquaman is. Where's Aquaman at? Oh, the 20th. And Wonka is on the 15th. So it's Wonka
That's
followed
insane.
by Aquaman followed by
within
Color
5
Purple.
days of each other. Like what move is that?
They all want to get that Christmas
That's
spirit.
crazy. That's just like directly competing with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you do that?
Great question, Bob.
Zaslav.
What are you gonna do about Zaslav?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, Dwayne Howerton. I've heard a lot of buzz, but I don't think it's happening.
Yeah, that was we said it in the summertime. We're like, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Jacob looks fantastic in Elvis
man.
and in Saltburn, but
yeah, that shot of him on the poster of Saltburn. Oof.
Yeah, people are loving that.
Yeah.
Tom Hardy's accent.
Hopefully, yeah. I've heard good things from Gwyn Turman and Rustin, and he was great in Ma Rainey. So
Glenn Turman, I love Glenn Turman. Yeah, isn't he in Percy
Chris
Jackson as
Messina
well?
and Air. That'd be so good.
He's
so
excellent in Air.
Yeah.
Sterling K. Brown. People are saying he's great in American Fiction.
Yeah.
You never know. He could be the one that could like rise up.
And if the Iron Claw is really good, you never know about Jeremy Allen White. He's having a year and a half right now.
Yeah, he'll win next year for the first season of.
God, that's so wild.
That's awful.
Was it in February now? January,
Let's just do the two Emmys back to back. Just do two Emmys back to back.
That'd be that's so crazy. Oh man. Okay. Adapted. Oppie, number one.
Yeah,
it's very much a screenplay movie.
Oppie easily, but Poor Things actually no.
Yeah, Poor Things a one.
I don't think on Gold Derby, but in my head. Wait, check my list. I might have just put Oppie at number one. Where am I at?
You have Spider-Man one.
Oh, well, that's not happening.
I'm sorry to laugh, but that's not happening.
Wait, refresh that. Is that really? I thought I just updated that.
Oh yeah, you updated it. Okay.
There we go. Okay. Well, that's weird. But I would have
you have Gosling at 5 now?
Yeah.
How?
I mean, Gosling could still be in there, but I still
He's
think
like, I don't know, higher than or Ruffalo is higher.
I mean, I've been hearing great things about Ruffalo. That's what I was saying earlier.
Domingo's higher.
Oh no, Coleman Domingo probably can slip at the bottom there, but I still think Robert Downey Jr. and Robert De Niro have bigger spots than
I think it's
Gosling.
between Downey and Gosling at this point, but we'll see.
I used to, but I don't know. I'm feeling more. I feel like Gosling could be slippery.
Yeah.
Just my little take. You never know. I mean, Gosling could
Mhm.
again just continue to excel, and he's amazing in Barbie. But I would have
We
Oppenheimer.
have the same 5 for adapted.
Yeah, I would actually, if Oppenheimer like is going to sweep everything, I think they might give Poor Things screenplay. You know what
I
I
don't
mean?
know, because I
I
think
would-
Emma Stone is a bid above the line win for it, and maybe picture. You never know.
Sure, but again, actress, picture, and screenplay.
Screenplay,
I think
yeah, that's a good
screenplay could
package.
be a
That's a good package.
big
Yeah.
thing. They could do the whole. I forget what movie. I forget what movie
Coda?
also did that. Coda, similar to that,
That
where
was
it had like
supporting, but yeah, similar.
a performance, a screenplay, and a picture win.
Mhm.
I think if Nolan's getting
Nomadland,
best,
I think did that right.
what did?
Nomadland.
Yeah, you're
I
right.
don't
Yep.
think they got. No, that's cinematography also.
They got
Like above the
actress,
line, it got 3. Yeah.
cinematography, picture. Yeah, but anyways, I think Poor Things could easily get a screenplay nomination. I think it could easily rise. Do not be surprised by that. It's going to be a
Oh, a
very
nomination for sure, but a win maybe.
I think the win. I think I would have Poor Things. I should change it, but I think I could
Yeah.
have Poor Things be above Oppenheimer for the screenplay. Well, they'll give Nolan the director.
I could see it.
Poor Things the screenplay, or Oppenheimer could just sweep. But with Poor Things rising, I don't think Oppenheimer is going for the clean sweep anymore. So
Yeah.
I think this is where it could miss out. It could be very vulnerable here.
And you
but
never
I
know.
think-
Poor Things could be just get stronger and stronger, and could be like winning Best Picture.
Exactly, very true. But yeah, I then I also added recent faves as in American Fiction and All of Us Strangers, which
Same. Yeah.
if they're having a weak run in the, performance and picture categories, I can see the writing pushing it through here, where
Yeah.
there's not that much competition.
Yeah.
Especially with
Especially since
Dune
Barbie
gone.
dropped out and Dune.
Barbie dropped
yeah.
out and Dune's gone. Like that's easily could be American Fiction, All of Us Strangers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the same. Zone of Interest could sneak in over one of his bottom 2.
Zone of Interest could as well. Yeah.
Color Purple if it's good.
Color Purple if it's good.
Spider-Man I think has dropped out.
I didn't know they had Spider-Verse so high up there. I mean, I was
it used to be top 5
holding on for hope
back before these festival movies, but
I still don't think Zone of Interest could be in there. Maybe that's just my bias. I don't have
maybe
any
just a
bias
director
towards
thing.
it, but it feels like a directorial feat. I mean,
Yeah.
from all the reviews I've been seeing, it feels like
That's
a
true.
directorial thing where it's very not a dry movie, but just a directorial. That's why I would push Spider-Verse up along with Strangers. But again, I love the screenplay in Spider-Verse. I mean, full bias included because I love the movie. But I think there's a lot of different themes that it tackles, more so than even the first one, about like family, about love, about belonging, about community. Just every different
choosing your own path.
Every different character, even a role like the Spot, the way he evolves, the way Miles evolves, the way Gwen, the way Miguel. Like, there's a lot of different unique traits about that movie that just sneak up on you on repeat viewings, and I've seen a lot of it. So I would love for Spider-Verse to be nominated. I think it's very, I don't know.
I think like for it.
What number
I don't
is that?
know.
1, 2,
I'm
3,
still like
4,
I could very
5,
much.
6,
I don't know, man. Spider-Verse could have this big resurgence, like with courage groups and stuff. But
I will
still
not
like
let go of Past Lives and Spider-Verse. Those were the 2 biggest movies up until June, half of the year.
Yeah,
the 2 biggest movies easily. I will not let go because of a freaking movie like Maestro or The Holdovers. Like, come on, those 2. Are you saying Maestro is going to be a better movie than Spider-Verse? Are you saying
that's animated, man? There's that stigma.
Stop it!
It sucks, but it's true. Unfortunately, it's true.
If I was in the Academy, you would see half these movies be animated.
Yeah,
It's crazy. Boylan Heron would be there, sight unseen. Spider-Verse would be there. Susan would be there.
Nimona would be up there for me.
Nimona, I love Nimona. I think you loved it too, right?
Yeah.
I love Nimona.
It's in my top 10, I think.
It's in my we'll get to it in as animated picture, but people did not have Sea Beast last year, and I was writing hard on Sea Beast.
Yeah, you called that.
Sea Beast is never going to happen. I'm like, Are you? It is fantastic. It is fantastic. It's gonna happen. And guess what? It fucking happened. So I think Nimona is gonna be there. Anyways, that's my best animated picture rant. But anyways, American Fiction winning
Animated staff
TIFF.
this year, so I don't know.
Agree.
We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
It's really stacked. But American Fiction, excellent. I'm hearing the writing and the performance, as we talked about, very good. So I think me and you both are very comfortable putting that in the list.
Did After Sun get screenplay, or was it just actor? I forget.
Ooh, great question. I think it was just actor, unfortunately. Because the screenplay is very like subtextual. It's a very subtextual movie.
I've heard it's like the spiritual successor to After Sun.
I agree.
All of the Strangers.
Because After Sun's very subtextual. Even after watching it, I'm like, I loved it, but why did I love it? And I had to rewatch certain sequences to really get into why I loved it. But yeah, I would love for Spider-Verse to get in, but I doubt it. Let's go to original, where now Barbie's in there somehow.
Oh, also one thing on adapted. If Hitman comes out this year, I did very much see that sneak in.
Is it not coming out this year? Is that new?
They haven't said.
I thought it was October.
Really?
I thought.
I don't think that has a date.
Am I wrong?
I don't think that was a date.
Nani? And Linklater. Let's see here. You're right. No date. Yeah.
I think it'd be smarter if they kept it for next year.
You think so? You think that big?
I don't know. It could have the time to really build up.
It looks very commercial. It looks very commercial.
Like with this, if the strikes are very much like well into next year, we just have Dune.
It's good for Dune.
Dune Sleep Part 2.
That March release date, I'm so nervous about that. I'm like, March.
That's interesting.
But Everything Everywhere came out in March too, so
that's true. That's different.
I mean, Dune's bigger than Everything Everywhere.
I meant like Everything Everywhere is like a very original, never before seen type movie that sticks with you.
True.
As Dune could be that too. You never know with people.
Original movies tend to do better earlier in the year than franchises.
Yeah, like Get Out.
Like Get Out, Everything Everywhere. I don't
what
know.
Else? Is that just those two?
I was thinking about something else. There's something.
Past Lives, I guess, if that happens.
Past Lives. But there's always some good original contenders early in the year. Coda was more middle of the year. But yeah.
Sundance.
Yeah, true. Sundance. Yeah. So yeah, either way, I think Dune, we'll be talking about it next year for sure. I still think Barbie could be an adapted when it comes to Academy morning.
I'd very much like if they just ignore the campaign.
It feels adapted to me. It's in a big product. I don't know. I could be stupid. I don't know anything. Either way, if Barbie sticks, I think it's a downward battle between Barbie and Past Lives.
Yeah.
Wow. Gold Derby doesn't even have it in the top 2-3. What the hell?
What, Barbie?
Barbie, yeah.
I mean, it's because it just moved. So a lot of people probably haven't switched it yet.
Okay, maybe that's fair. I would put Barbie immediately next to Past Lives.
Yeah. But I think it's those two like for the win.
Like I think
I'm very happy that Past Lives is still number one.
Me too. I think Barbie was going to lose adapted to either Poor Things or Oppenheimer, but now it's like, oh, now it has a chance in the sun.
Yeah. But I should see screenplay being like, hey, we know we've given Past Lives a lot of shit. It's dropped a lot, but we're still giving you this. So
we mentioned earlier, could it be the woman talking? And if it is the woman
that's
talking,
woman talking happened. That's what it is.
It'll win where it counts. It'll win where it counts. I think Past Lives, the script is undeniable.
Hopefully.
Holdovers. I just don't see Holdovers winning a screenplay.
No, I don't see it.
What is this? Fucking what's that one movie with Viggo Mortensen? Green Book. This ain't no Green Book shit. Like, come on.
I don't think Holdovers is Green Book, but
I'm not saying it's Green Book, but it seems as like old timey, like modern-ish kind of movie. I'm definitely not saying Holdovers is gonna be as as middling as Green Book. I didn't hate Green Book, but it just felt so.
It's bad.
It's mid. I didn't hate it, but yeah, it's a very blatant movie. Anyways, Anatomy of Falls in there.
Kind of, yeah, it's in there.
I don't have Maestro anymore.
I have Saltburn
Okay.
because every new stuff, yes, it's divisive, but like you never know. It could still get that lone string played on.
I concur.
It's kind of an empty category this year so far.
Yeah. I'm with you on that.
I don't see May December getting in. I don't see Air getting in. I don't see any of these other. I think the only one that could get in is Maestro.
I would lower Maestro because I've been hearing the writing isn't as good as like the performances in the movie, especially Carey Mulligan. I've been hearing middling things about the execution of the writing, so I would put that out there. And that's why I'm perfectly fine with the Saltburn. Or
I think May December could actually. I think that's like underneath there, like that's it. But I think May December could get in.
Do I still have Barbie, or do I still have Maestro on my list?
I think you do.
Let me see here. I do. But it's 5. I think it can easily drop. It can easily drop or rise as more people see it. So I think it's gonna be one of those like, is it gonna be a 4 on Letterboxd? Is it gonna go down to a 3.7, 3.6? You never know. Very curious. In general, I just haven't been hearing raves about Maestro, and I think that's what it needed to be.
It needed to have a lot bigger of a buzz than it does.
Yeah, so that's why I'm again comfortable with the Saltburn surprise or May December surprise,
because like I've heard people either love or hate the screenplay. Like basically the movie. Yeah, I thought.
Agreed. So, but in general, I think original screenplay is not as big as adapted this year.
Yeah.
But again, Barbie and Past Lives, that's gonna be the most interesting battle of the bunch.
Yeah, that's true. All right, then we have cinematography, I believe, which is very interesting.
Very simple for me. I agree. I want to put Color Purple in there, but I see we've been talking about that. We know why that.
I don't see it. It doesn't look good.
I mean, it just looks fantastic.
What side of the story got in because it actually looks fantastic.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, I have Oppenheimer. Obviously, Poor Things should very much win. Also, Maestro looks gorgeous. It's black and white.
Killers looks gorgeous.
Yeah, Killers looks great. I have Saltburn in because it looks fucking incredible. It's Linus Sandgren, our boy, my boy, cinematographer of Babylon, First Man, La La Land, No Time to Die, one of the best out there.
Great pedigree. Great. I love No Time to Die. Yeah, great pedigree. Zone of Interest is an underdog pick.
Very much, yeah.
Because again, it's just that one location, though. So we'll see.
See, I haven't really seen a trailer. Is there a trailer out for that?
No.
Okay. I need to see your trailer first.
So. Yeah. But yeah. Don't be surprised by Color Purple. Again, those musicals. Musicals usually make it in for.
Do they?
Usually, right? West Side Stories, Color Purple. Let me see here.
Can't really count La La Land. That's different.
It's still a musical. I mean, how is different?
But it's like it was a front runner.
Yeah.
I don't see Color Purple being a front runner.
Oh no, but it's a contender. But usually, Christmas season musical stuff could sneak in, unless you're Greatest Showman, which no chance.
Barbie, it looks great. I'd love to see it.
I never thought of a cinematography thing for Barbie.
No, it's very much production design is like more on forefront. But it still looks good. Astro City should get like top 3, but again, it's not going to.
Take your word for it.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
Air
should it be in there?
How is Air
above Past Lives? Like
that's
what?
Wild. That's
Bob Marley above Past Lives? That's insane.
Yeah.
That shot of them walking, like the oneer where it slowly zooms in on as they walk towards the frame
in New York.
Yeah, like that big wide shot where they're in the distance. And they slowly, when they're walking and talking, like, oh my fucking god.
Great shot.
And the suitcase shot at the end when they're waiting for the Uber. Oh my god. Oh my god, that movie.
I'm gonna tear up again. I thought The Killer could have a chance here because Fincher's cinematography is really good, but again, I'm not hearing the best.
Here's where I think actually the creator could sneak in.
Oh wow, you're right. Yeah, creator. I've been hearing great things about
actually because it's still 101. I'm gonna go ahead and drop. What should I drop?
I would drop Saltburn. but
I don't know.
um,
Yeah, I'll drop. Okay. I'm gonna put it in there for now because I've heard nothing but incredible things about the visuals.
yeah. And I'll put that in there for visual effects for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
But cinematography, you never know. I agree. I agree. John Wick 4 should be in this, but
Oof. Yeah, totally. 100%.
That's a different story.
Have you
Where
seen
the hell
Alfonso
is
yet?
John Wick 4? No.
I watched some of it the other night. It looks great.
Is it
Kind of
streaming
boring
somewhere?
though. Huh?
Is it streaming somewhere?
It's on Netflix.
Oh.
It's Pablo Ryan's new movie. It's
I
kind of like his
haven't
Bardo.
I haven't opened up Netflix in ages.
Yeah.
It's okay. Yeah. Where the hell is John Wick 4, you fuckers?
It's not on here. Huh?
That's wild. Fuck you,
That movie looks insane too.
man.
Wow. Bill's Afraid looks great too, but no. Costume design. Barbie went in. Do you have Poor Things above there or no?
I forget. I just randomly did costume design last minute here an hour ago.
That's yours.
I think I'm following Gold Derby for the last couple of things there.
Yeah.
But yeah, Poor Things, Barbie. It's a battle between those two. See, they both look very crazy.
Yeah.
So we'll see which
I have Napoleon in there. It's a period medieval thing. It could happen.
Definitely has a
Again,
shot.
I don't have
for
confidence
sure.
in horror purple.
Yeah, definitely has a shot for sure. Would not be surprised. I don't think Oppenheimer has a shot. It's just it's
No.
high up because of the Best Picture
It's just suits.
category. Yeah.
Suits and dresses.
Suit and ties. Yeah. I mean, I'm interested for costume design.
I mean, Killers is kind of the same thing, except for like the tribe. Those costumes look great.
Yeah, and that's what's pulling it ahead into the top
And
5
Wonka,
category.
obviously, it's gonna look great.
Yeah.
The
The Poor Things versus Barbie. I think Barbie. Poor Things looks more consistent.
Poor Things is winning Best Picture. I could see it winning here.
I think Poor Things has more consistent costumes just based off of the world alone. Like Barbie is like great in the Barbie world, but there's also a period of the movie where it's just again random normal people.
Yeah.
So
but like we see those Barbie world costumes in the real world too. So
true. But Poor Things just looks more like, wow, what the heck are they all wearing? Like it just looks crazy.
I mean, it's just period costumes, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But Barbie is, I think, more original. But
it's one of those goofy period costumes. But
yeah,
you're right. Barbie is more like, wow, they actually did all this for the Barbie world.
And they're iconic too already.
Yeah.
Like, I worked at Disneyland. I've worked the Halloween party they have there. I've seen so many Barbie costumes.
Mm-hmm. So Barbie's definitely a big contender. We'll see. It's a race.
Editing is interesting. I have Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer is my lead because of the picture. Because not even because of Best Picture, just the editing in general. It's like it's very blatant, beautiful,
very like purposeful.
That's the great word for it. Purposeful, yes. Man, it's just so many. A lot of the how do I explain it? A lot of the interior mind things that are going on with Oppenheimer.
Yeah,
the way he's
the
juggling
black and white, the color.
It's just the editing is sharp as hell. Because the editing serves a tool for the story purposes, like you said, with the black and white, but also like with this character, and I think it just works wonders.
Just adding the little screams in there during that gem sequence, like that's more sound design, but it's also editing too. Like
agreed, yeah. So I would think, but then Poor Things, I'm hearing also the similar things where the editing Poor Things is really good. So it's gonna be a battle between those 1 and 2 Best Picture races now, which is so fascinating.
Would you ever have thought Poor Things would be number 2?
No, never. Remember,
maybe even number 1.
We laughed. We were like, we would hope so, but
yeah,
it's not.
It seems too weird. Woman with the brain or child of brain, no, or brain of a child, no,
that's too crazy. But yeah, leave it to Emma Stone, baby. Because of the Flower Moon,
Killers,
of course,
obviously. Yeah. I haven't had any fall in there. I've heard editing's good, and same with American Fiction.
Agreed.
I did very much see
right.
Holdovers.
I think Holdovers
do the Goldberg's
Because
top five. Yeah.
it's in the realm. It's a well-liked movie,
I
right?
did
Well-liked
see-
movie. Put it in there,
I
sure.
don't know if I've heard much about the Maestro editing, but I did see that having some good editing.
Possibly. I wouldn't say anything for Barbie though. Barbie's higher than I thought it would be.
Yeah, it's good.
But I think
I
it's
heard
solid.
the editing of Ferrari is actually like really bad.
Oh really? Oh no.
Yeah.
Man, disappointing. But yeah, Barbie Anatomy. Yeah, you never really know. American Fiction, you put way high up.
It's just
I'm not
that
sure.
TIFF buzz. You never
Yeah,
know.
Buzz. Yep. Good. That's a good buy so early on. Yeah.
Yeah. Production design. Barbie's winning in a landslide.
It's over. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Poor Things again.
Poor Things is close, but I think
Poor Things is gonna be close, and this is something.
Yeah.
If we had Dune, it would be even a 3-horse race.
It'd be 4 yeah, 3 horse. Yeah.
I think Oppenheimer has a
good,
solid
too.
production design, but like they built a town, which is fantastic. They did. But Poor Things and Barbie are just like otherworldly. Similar with Dune. That's why Dune won in 2021. It was otherworldly production design. That's what makes Barbie and Poor Things so magnificent.
You know what should be on here? Asteroid City.
You and your Asteroid City.
It's gorgeous. Like it's one of those. It's so. Wes Anderson movies are so technically incredible.
I'm sure it is. I need to do a Wes Anderson binge because I think
You
I've
should.
seen one.
They're so good.
I saw the dog movie.
Like they built that whole city, like Oppenheimer, but like they use it all the time. And there's a oneer of this like going across the whole town.
Jeez,
It's so good.
most impressive.
And Wonka, obviously, Tippi did too.
Color Purple, again, those musicals, Color Purple and Wonka. Wonka isn't a musical.
I think Wonka, what's better?
Wonka's
a musical.
Yeah. Those musicals always never underestimate them in production design. So one or both could get in. You never know.
I have Napoleon in because like costumes, it's very much period, medieval shit, but it could happen.
Yeah. Good call there.
Animated feature, which is our last.
Let's do this.
I have Blowing Hair in number 1.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
It's a contender.
This has more buzz right now. That could change, but
it had buzz because it came out recently.
Well, it's not out yet. It's just a big festival player.
Festival. I mean, it came out in the festival recently. I think Spider-Verse won this the day it came out. It's over.
We'll see. I don't know.
It's over.
I don't know.
Could this be our next bet?
I won't bet as much, but
there we go. We can do $10 or something.
Do 10? Okay.
Yeah, sure. But I think Spider-Verse is locked. Elemental, I had dropping until the box office.
That's one of the biggest comebacks in like years.
Don't call it a comeback. Been here for years.
That's crazy how much that movie has climbed up.
Nuts. It made $26 million opening weekend alongside The Flash. $26 million.
Now it's at $1 billion now, right? Or it's like
500 million, I think.
That's still good.
Which is crazy. I never expected to make 300. It was gearing up to be last year's Lightyear. And it made nearly double Lightyear.
And now it's like the biggest premiere on Disney Plus, which I don't know what that even means, but it's still something.
And I liked Elemental. I didn't love it, but I thought I had a very good time with it.
Cute.
It's very cute, exactly. But I would put movies like, so I would have Spider-Verse and Boy and Heron. I would have Mutant Ninja Turtles. Even Chicken Run could be very good.
Nimona should be higher.
I would put Nimona. I'm contending. Nimona is definitely a top 5 contender. It will be in there.
No, because I think Chicken Run, they love that. They love Aardman.
They do love Aardman. Yeah. There's going to be at least one Elemental. I don't think Elemental and Wish get in there. Do you agree?
No, I think Wish is dead.
I think it's one or the other. Oh, you think Wish is dead?
Yeah.
Wow.
That movie, I mean, I still think it was good, but the public consensus is not good for it.
The trailer, the lead up hasn't been great, but I think the trailer, the lead up to Elemental wasn't great either. But look where it is.
I like the trailers for Elemental.
I thought the Elemental trailers were fine. It looked like, hey, Dad, I don't want to do this. I want to follow my own.
I think Wish is a cool concept, and the animation's cool, but story just seems so basic.
Story seems basic, but it also had some good musical. It's a musical Disney movie, so you never want to underestimate those.
That's true. I don't know.
And Chris Pine doing the villain song. Hello.
That's true.
But either way, I still agree. I think one of Elemental or Wish aren't getting in. Right now, Elemental has the lead, so that's why I'm pushing Wish out. I think 1 and 2 are still Boy and the Heron. So if we're doing Boy and the Heron, definitely Elemental, definitely TMNT, which is great. I think
I'll put
Run,
TMNT above Elemental. That's our top 3. Do you agree?
I agree. That's my top 3. I think people are saying TMNT is better than Spider-Verse. I'm like, yeah, hold your horse.
No.
TMNT has some of the best dialogue I've seen all year in a movie, just in general. I love
just
the
improvisation is really good.
The improv, you can tell.
Who knew if you actually casted teenagers as the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, it would have actually been the most authentic portrayal of those characters yet.
I think I talked to Nathan about it. I think our criticism of TMNT is that they're not as individually unique as we were hoping for in the first movie, at least. Maybe they grow into that as they grow up. But
that movie had a lot to fucking accomplish, and did most of it really well.
That was mostly Nathan's criticism, but I agree with it. But I also think their connection to each other was great. I like Leonardo's connection with April. I think their whole arc about
Paul Rudd in that movie is
god,
he's so good.
Ice Cube or Ice T, one of them. It was fantastic. Ice Cube, fantastic as the villain.
That movie was great.
That last act, doing some Attack on Titan references,
fun,
I was like, "Oh my god, this is amazing!"
Where they all come together, like the humans start helping. Like, oh man,
Oh my
spoilers,
god.
but yeah,
yeah. I mean, small spoilers, but yeah, it's a fun movie. It's now on Paramount Plus. I would really recommend people to go watch TMNT. It's really fun. But anyways,
see it in theater. Go do that, obviously.
Or
it's still
it's still in
I
theaters.
saw it in theater last night, so
it looks really good in theaters. I agree. Yeah. I saw it in XD. Chicken Run, I'm with you there. I'm with you. I think they love Aardman, and that's right now pushing, contrary to Gold Derby. I think Chicken Run might be pushing out a Wish, or it could be pushing out a Nimona. But I would still have hope for Nimona. I think Nimona has just a heartwarming movie. The pace is just electric. Their chemistry is just great.
It's probably one of the most queer movies I've seen, and so ever maybe.
Big time. That flashback sequence.
Yeah.
Oh. Great. So yeah, if Nimona doesn't make it in, that's disappointing. But this top 5 is very good. I put Nimona above Elemental, at least in terms of my critically ranking, but I can see why it's above for predictions. But yeah, I'm excited. Have you seen the trailer for Boy and the Heron yet?
I did watch it. It doesn't show much. It just has some imagery.
I just saw images.
It's so fucking good.
I can't wait.
Yeah, it's so good.
But that's about it.
I just need to do like a sound and score. It was off the top of their heads.
Sound, Oppenheimer, scores a lot. I think score is over, right? Is score over?
Yeah,
are we comfortable saying that? Are we comfortable saying that?
What else should be in there? Poor Things should have a great score. I mean, I've heard it does.
I think
it's a newer composer though.
Poor Things, Oppie. What else wouldn't get in here?
Past Lives should get in, but it's not into.
No.
Spider-Verse. I think
arguably, the Spider-Verse score is excellent, but I also love the original song for Spider-Verse as well, even though that's less likely.
I think the first one had a better soundtrack.
I listened to Sunflower.
The song during when Gwen and Miles are like first swinging in the city. That one's good.
Yeah, I love Self-Love. And this one, I love. I'm blinking on the Miles and Gwen song, but yeah, I listened to more variety of songs in this one. Sunflower is great from the first one, but I don't listen to the other ones as much.
Well, What's Up Danger?
What's Up? Oh, you're right. Duh. You're right.
Yeah.
Da. What's Up Danger is peak. But yeah, animation just great. Again, I'll put Suzume. It's not even on this fucking list, but
Did
Jesus
you see
Christ, they put it up below Ruby Gilpin.
Did you see that?
Crazy. Never saw it. Hell no.
It doesn't look terrible.
It looks terrible.
I don't think so.
Look,
Migration. Migration.
Oh wow.
That movie was horrible. I hate Illumination so much.
Yeah, it's Illumination not great.
The first Despicable Me was good, but everything they've done since then has been trash.
Gold Derby has something against anime. I heard First Slam Dunk is great, and I heard Suzume is great.
Yeah.
Big anime products there. But either way, I can't say they hate anime because they have Miyazaki here, but I feel like the
Well, it's
Academy
Miyazaki,
just
though.
yeah,
I
Academy
mean,
just
Miyazaki's
knows
different than like
Miyazaki.
anime. Yeah.
He transcends it. Yeah. But okay, this was fun, Josh. Going through these Oscars, there's going to be ups and downs every month as we go through things. Like we said, we don't even have sound and score here yet. We don't have.
I don't know why they don't
so
just add all of them at once on Dual Derby. It's stupid.
weird. Yeah. But things could change. Like opinions could change. More premieres could change things. More people will start to see these movies. I'm very excited.
Yeah. Do we have anything else to add?
No, I just gotta cook dinner and prepare for Ahsoka in 45 minutes.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh shit, yeah. Okay.
But yeah, you guys can find me on Twitter at HarrisEV9. Getting ready to watch Ahsoka at 9:00. Nathan and I do reviews of Ahsoka every week. Most likely it's going to be Friday or Saturday this week. So follow my Twitter for that. Or if you like Big Brother 25, I'm always tweeting about Big Brother. Survivor's coming out in 2 weeks. So I'll be tweeting about Survivor and Amazing Race every week, starting at the end of September. Castlevania Nocturne comes out next week. I'll be tweeting about that every single week. Castlevania is one of my most anticipated shows of the year. Also, Percy Jackson dropped his trailer this year as well, and I'll be doing a lot of stuff for Percy Jackson, which is my favorite book series of all time. That's about it. Yeah, this award season's very interesting. Just, I think the biggest thing for me again was the Poor Things buzz being as big as it was, because that's a movie that I've been looking forward to ever since The Favorite came out. And I heard buzz about the Poor Things. I'm like, okay, it could be good, but now it's getting Best Picture buzz, and now I have a favorite to run with next to Oppenheimer. So we'll see.
Like, we can't lose. Like top two, like both probably great movies. Yeah.
Can't lose. I hope I love Poor Things. Poor Things.
Barbie in there. Yeah.
Barbie.
See, I remember overhyping myself for The Favorite, where I still liked it.
Me too.
But yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping I'm not doing the same with Poor Things.
I ended up loving The Favorite, where I saw it and I liked Favorite when I first saw it, but then I loved it on second.
I haven't rewatched it since theaters. I need to.
I got the Blu-ray on when it came out later on, and it's very good. It's consistent. That Rachel Weisz and Emma Stone, so good. But anyways, catch me on Twitter, HarrisEV9.
And you should find me on Twitter just Twitter on Josh D. Woodbury. And you can find this podcast on Instagram, Twitter, and Threads. If you still use that, does anyone still use Threads now? I don't know. If he wants to make us pay for Twitter, I'm sure we'll have to use Threads at some point.
Don't put that out there.
At WHFG Podcast for show announcements and updates. And on when we're live. What's next? Will probably be our What We Watched in August and September, which would be a really fun one. Lots to talk about. Really packed 2 months. We have a 2-pack. I've been watching a lot in the past couple of weeks, so I'm excited.
Really? TV or movies?
Both. And very excited to talk about Ratatouille.
I'm so that's that Ratatouille thing. I'm so behind on TV this fall. I'm watching mostly anime. What shows are out this fall that are
Only Murders. I am catching up on. The Morning Show just started season 3, which is my guilty pleasure show.
Yeah, I never watched
It's absolute trash, but it's entertaining.
And
Ahsoka, obviously.
Ahsoka is kind of the big thing. Loki's coming out in just 2 weeks.
Loki, yeah. I think same week as Ahsoka finale, right? That'll be a big week.
I think you're
October.
Right. Yeah, 3 episodes left. 3. Yeah, okay, that tracks. So yeah, you're right. I think there's been some good TV stuff this fall. I really got to catch up on Only Murders. My dad's been getting me on like Justified, the old seasons of Justified.
That's the Timothy Olyphant show, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So I've been watching that. The Wire season 2. I've been getting back on more older shows, but yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. Next time we do one of these, I will have seen May December probably.
Nathan or Josh, Lily Gladstone's performance, it will be campaigned for the Oscars in the lead actress category.
What?
Hey, yo.
Wait, what?
That's what Oscar expert just tweeted out. from
Well,
Variety.
we're doing this
20
episode
minutes
all
ago.
over again.
Are you
Shit.
kidding me?
Shit.
Are you kidding me?
They Michelle Williams her.
No way! She was going to win! Holy shit! Wait, do the Oscars run with this? Did Michelle Williams?
They did
get in
with
last
Michelle
year?
Williams. They did with Michelle Williams.
Did she get in? Was she?
Yeah.
Was she in there?
No, wait, did she? Fuck.
I forget. I forgot if she actually got in.
Let me see.
I think she did actually. I think Viola Davis got out and she was in.
What was Viola Davis up for?
Woman King.
Right. Yeah.
Oh shit! Lily Gladstone. Her versus Emma Stone. Man, that's crazy. What a post episode.
Glad we didn't stop recording.
Yeah, we're still alive. We're still alive. We're still going. We're still going.
Yeah, she got in. Michelle Williams got in.
Michelle
Okay,
Williams
let's
got
go
in.
back. Let's bring it up again.
Well, let's see what could happen here real quick. Let's see what
Yeah.
could happen.
Let me go back this way. What was it? Fuck. What am I doing?
You just go right. It's right there.
There we go. Yeah. Actress. So
What could happen?
Greta Lee, bye-bye.
If
No.
this happens. Oh no. No. Oh man. And this is because this is before we have not seen Color Purple. So Fantasia could also be a lock in here as well. Man.
Fuck.
So let's pretend we have Lily Gladstone here. Where would she be? Would she be below Sandra or above?
I think she'd be
Emma
number
Stone?
2.
Would she be the new number 2?
I don't know.
But Sandra and Emma have such powerhouse lead performances.
I'd say probably number 3 for now.
I would say number 3, but I heard a lot of great things from Carrie. Oh shit. This is not good for Lily.
I think this mixes things up way more than last year with Michelle Williams.
I think this is a negative
Because, like,
for Lily. I think this is a
she's-
negative for Lily,
totally.
right? She had no competition supporting.
Did she? What's
She had-
about
she had-
supporting?
She had the Color Purple crew.
Oh, yeah. No. She was winning 100%.
Yeah, she had the Color Purple crew who could surprise her, but that was about it.
Does Emily Blunt win now? If Color Purple flops, does Emily
Color
Blunt
Purple was
win?
bad. It would go to Emily Blunt, yes, or Divine Joy Randolph. You never know. But yeah, it's between Color Purple crew and Emily Blunt for now.
Penelope Cruz fucking in there now.
Penelope Cruz is so happy now.
Do you agree? Like,
I agree.
Who else?
I mean, I guess according to Gold Derby, Jodie Foster.
If Color Purple doesn't hold up like we think it might not. Penelope Cruz.
Jodie Foster and Julianne Moore could surprise, especially Julianne Moore.
Joanne Moore. Yeah, I did see that.
Especially Julianne Moore. But I think, I'm with you on Penelope Cruz being a little bit higher than those two, actually.
Yeah.
But wow.
Holy shit.
I still think Emma's safe.
Oh, me too. Yeah, I don't
Emma's
think
safe.
Liz gonna win. Like, she just gave up a win.
Let me see what people are saying about this besides
Yeah,
Oscar
that's what I'm
experts
doing.
here. People are saying this is good for her. People are saying this is good for her.
How
People
is
have
it
seen
good?
For people, no, I mean at least because people say she was a lead in the movie, but
Oh,
I
so
don't
it's
know.
not. It's like, okay.
I'm not sure. I mean, she's all over the trailer, right? But oh my gosh, did Lily make this decision herself?
I guess not.
Let's see. I wonder if Oscar per se Lily made the decision. I'm not sure. Do actresses have that power? Let's see here.
It is the variety exclusive.
Let's see.
Let me just bring it up on here.
The campaign will represent a significant milestone.
Here, I have it up
with her
here.
role front and center. Okay, cool. Yeah. She will be campaigning Best Actress instead of supporting, where Mia Kunis has speculated she'll campaign alongside Leo DiCaprio. You know what the movie's about. Yeah. Scroll down a little bit. Let's see.
Yeah.
Focuses on the indigenous experience, especially in the context of the events surrounding it. Scorsese's intention and mission is to highlight the voice of the Osage people who lived through these horrific events. Gladstone's role could have gone either way on the award circuit, but the campaign will represent a significant milestone with her role front and center. Wow. Wow.
This is huge.
Wow.
Interesting. They're saying maybe someone from Killers could
I'm
sneak
seeing
in
that too.
the supporting also.
The supporting actress category is wide open now. Holy shit.
Yeah.
It's a fairly weak year for supporting actress now. Weaker.
Am I saying Emily Blunt for the win?
I won't just yet.
I'd love it. She's one of my favorite actresses.
I love her. Just Tomorrow is fantastic. I would say Danielle Brooks or Divine Joy Randolph.
For now, yeah, but if Color Purple doesn't hit.
Even if it's not as beloved, I think Danielle Brooks could
still be Danielle Brooks.
Yeah.
For a win, though?
Because of the role itself. She's
for a win?
Yeah.
I
think she has as much buzz.
Has 2 scenes in the trailer.
I think she has as much buzz. I think she has as much buzz as like somebody as Ariana.
People haven't seen the movie yet.
True, but based off of the play and the movie,
right, okay.
You know what I mean? So yeah, don't count her out. Definitely.
I still have Emma Stone winning though.
I still have Emma Stone winning because the Poor Things buzz as a whole.
Yeah,
is
and Emma fucking Stone.
Man, this is crazy. Okay.
Greta Lee's bye.
Is Greta Lee
that
done?
makes me so sad.
Go back to Best Actress again. One last time.
Man.
Let's see here. Take out Kelly Spaney. Put in.
Woody though, or would you take out Greta Lee?
Oh, I would Kaylee before Greta. Just drop down one. Or 2, because
number 3.
Because Fantasia could sneak in. So if Fantasia's in, Greta's definitely done. But Greta could still be a 5. Oh, but Margot Robbie too. Oh man, Margot Robbie's nipping at her heels from the bottom, while Lily's nipping at her from the top.
Just pushed her down. Yeah.
Lily pushed her down, and then Margot could also push Greta down as well. If it. Man. Not good for Greta Lee.
Wow. Okay. That's what an ending. Where was that?
What an ending. See you guys when we do this probably next month or November for sure.
Yeah.
What a surprise.
Crazy.
We'll have more collective thoughts by the next time we do this.
Sure. Hopefully. All right. Yeah. Goodbye. See you in the next one. Where is it? There we go.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Let them come.